How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is your guy Ejected, coming back at you for another Call of Duty mobile video. Now in this Call of Duty mobile video, we're going to be going over the top 10 best pro loadouts you could use in Search and Destroy that will up your game over your competition. I know you guys clicked on this video because maybe your loadouts haven't been working out in this current season, but in this video, hopefully that solves a lot of your problems. If you enjoy consistent Call of Duty mobile content, and if you want to get better at the game, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button because hey, it's always free to do so. And before we continue on with the video, will now be streaming on Trovo, so make sure you guys follow me on Trovo there. It will be linked in the descriptions. And one more thing before we start the video, as you see that guy right there, he just literally avoided every single shot that was being fired at him. Comment luck if you think it was luck and I'll heart your comment, and comment skill if you think it was skill and I'll heart your comment. Get started with the builds. I'm going to show you guys something really quickly. Now the only perks you're supposed to be using when you are playing Search and Destroy is either lightweight or flak jacket, because these are the only two perks that are viable. Lightweight for more the aggressive players, good movement SMG users, or even the good movement AR players, but flak jacket is for the thermite spammers, the Molotov spammers, and it basically reduces explosive damage by 35%. So if you guys are having trouble against termites, always have in your classes flak jacket or lightweight depending on your play style. I personally, if you're a rusher, use lightweight. Now for our green perks, we're gonna go really quickly with this. We're gonna be using toughness, and last but not least, you want to use quick fix, because quick fix, when you are a rusher, you're gonna be going against 2 to even 3 people at once. So to get the best out of that gunfight, and hopefully the enemy team isn't that good, you guys could get quick fix regen after every kill, and it's gonna be basically satisfying, giving you extra bonus health when you are in other gunfights. And last but not least, the only blue perk you should be using when you're playing Search and Destroy, without a doubt, is Dead Silence. All of these perks aren't very useful when it comes to being quiet. Okay, so for our first build we have here is my personal QXR build. This is the build that you guys see me on stream use all the time. This is the build right here. I highly suggest you guys using this build. This is honestly my favorite QXR build by far in the game. It is very balanced, and it just has a lot of proper attachments that makes it a very versatile QXR build that is good for close range, and it's also very good to beam people at even the longer ranges. As you see here, I have lightweight, I have Dead Silence. Annihilator is not really no point because we have Search and Destroy, it's not respawned, and then we have the Karambit. The only reason I have Karambits on all my classes is because it's satisfying, and you guys know I am personally a rusher, so if you guys like to rush. Okay, so for our next build here we have is the Bison. Now we all know the Bison is a new gun that came out in the game, and I'm going to tell you guys something. The reason I'm not showing any gameplay about it is because I have an upcoming Bison video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Also, this Bison build here is not my build, it is actually David NoCap's build from the server, so thank you so much for posting this build. If you want your build or me to try out a build, make sure you guys join my Discord server, which will be pinned in the comment section. If you want to load out, you want me to try out, because I stream on my Discord. I'm going to start streaming on my Discord sometimes a lot more. I'm going to have exclusive Discord streams, so if you guys want to be a part of that, make sure you guys join my Discord server to do so. All right, and for our next build here we have is the DRH. Now DRH, I only suggest players that are already good at the game to use, because if you are not that good at the game, I would prefer you using other guns. But if you insist and you're trying to win SND games, because that is why you're here for, this is the DRH class that I highly recommend anybody that is interested in the DRH as a gun to use, because it is very effective. Now for our next build we have here in the video is the FR556 build. I really personally love the FR. It is a very good gun. It's a gun that you want to use when you don't want to use the same old meta. You want to try out a different type of gun, and it is definitely one of the more underrated guns on the list. The problem with the FR, in my opinion, is the unpredictable recoil, but they're going to have a balance change next season, basically balancing out the recoil, making it more usable. But again, this gun has insane accuracy, so you don't want to really put ADS bullet spread accuracy much on this build. But again, you cannot go wrong with any FR build, and this is the build that I personally love to run using it. Now for honestly one of my personal favorite builds that I have in the video is the Peacekeeper build. Now this Peacekeeper build is very versatile. It is mainly what the Peacekeeper is meant to be used for. It's supposed to be a mid-range type gun, and that could potentially be in long ranges, but also have a competitive time to kill to go against the DRHs and the Man of Wars of this world. What I love about this build, if you have the Mythic Peacekeeper, I highly obviously suggest you to use the Mythic Peacekeeper, because the Mythic Peacekeeper has a nice little run animation that you could use, making you feel like fugitives, and it makes your rushing a little bit more satisfying versus using the current Peacekeeper. Now for our next build, the build that a lot of people have been waiting for is my personal QQ9 build. Now I've stopped using the QQ9 recently because everyone's been using the QQ9, and something tells me if everybody's using a gun, that gun probably takes no skill to use. But if you are going to use the QQ9, here's the build that I highly recommend you. In my opinion, it's the best build in the game. The recoil is extremely easy to control. This build beans from mid to long range. I actually said beans, I think. But that's basically my QQ9 build. Now here we have is the Finnick. Now you guys know I personally love the Finnick. My personal favorite submachine gun. The Finnick is a close range beast. Nothing besides the Pharaoh and the Kimbo Deagles come close to the Finnick. The Finnick is very easy to get headshots because of how it kicks up. Like the gun's recoil is so easy to control, it literally kicks up. All you gotta do is pull it down. That sometimes it accidentally hits headshots, which I find pretty funny. But yeah, the Finnick is a mobility monster, and if you really love having high mobility and having good kills, then the Finnick is the gun. Speaking of underrated guns, here we have the ASVAL. Now I know a lot of people do not like the VAL. People mainly like the VAL because of the new mythic VAL, but not because of the gun. But in my opinion, the ASVAL is very, very viable. You could get good kills with it. Obviously, it's not going to beat a QQ9 and the meta type of guns, but the ASVAL is definitely a fun gun to use. And if you know how to use it correctly, basically using it as an SMG, which obviously there are better SMGs in the game, then the ASVAL is a freaking laser beam. Now we're going to be talking about more underrated guns, and another underrated gun in my opinion is the AK47. Now the AK47 is definitely a skilled gun to use, so if you're going to use any AK47 class, here it is. Plus there's a new AK47 lucky draw, so you want to make sure you copy this class down. It is just a well balanced gun build, and I like the 5.45 caliber ammo. It gives that 4-shot time to kill with having higher fire rate. And now this is for all of my sniper buddies out there. Now you guys know I don't snipe, so there's a few clips of me sniping, but if I'm gonna recommend the sniper build, it is the build that maximizes the ADS speed, which I have here. This is the one for the DOQ. This one basically makes it have the minimum ADS speed as possible. Obviously you can take out the extended mag to make that different. And last but not least, this is my personal shotgun build. Now, if you're going to use a shotgun, I'd suggest you to use the KRM with speed up kill, because that speed up kill gives you that extra boost to get away from the enemy, because they're going to be anticipating you going one way at a certain speed. But with the speed up kill, it basically ruins that anticipation, getting you more kills and potentially stay alive much longer. One more quick tip I have for shotgun users is make sure you move around a lot, not too much where you have sliding fatigue, but make yourself as hard to hit as possible, because you have one in the chamber in every shotgun shot you have, and you want to use that to your biggest effect when it comes to being in gunfights, because if you miss that shotgun shot, you're almost certainly dead depending on the enemy team. So make sure you are on your toes at all times using a shotgun, but at the same time make sure you are playing. So hopefully you guys enjoy my video. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe if you are new and enjoy Call of Duty mobile content, and I'll see you guys in my Discord servers. Have a great one. Peace out.